Test one, two, test one, two. Test. Okay, there we
Busy day in the insurance world. Just a tad. Still kind of going into.
At least you guys been sitting here and bicker over a car accident.
Hello, Mr. State Farm. Yeah.
go. Call the number.
Yep, call the number. Basically, it looks like a cannonball headed around us. Center of it.
Very much. Yes.
Yeah.
That down to Matt, please. Fix some dates on the reconciliation report for last month.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have you. That one gets buried in other. Further your carpal tunnel.
Well, I didn't bring my bill.
You want me to get you one?
I'll let you get a good one.
I don't have to State Farm.
Well, okay. Need a 10, not like 7.
Here.
I got a 10. Yeah, I want blue. Oh, you want, oh. You got a blue one?
Mostly.
City Hall got a bunch.
They go live with somebody papers. Everyone move along.
Have you been hearing anything about the fair? Fair? Yeah, about this company. Oh, yeah, Farmville. Oh, really? But we're a little worried now because J98 right sold out or not sold out, but involved in closing. Okay. Thank you. So that was due in all our efforts. Right. That's kind of creepy that it's having the. Which is what they call indicated. Look, I know this. Wow. One better thing about that radio station. All right, we're trading post.
See that?
That radio station. I wonder why the trading posts haven't been on and on. I don't know. All their sporting programs, I mean, everybody can fit it on. Yeah. They hear the story. Yeah.
You listen to the Trading Post too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The only,
I thought I was the only one that.
the only upside to this is I will save some money.
Oh.
Now there's a trading post.
I've never bought.
I bought guns on it.
Not big state type thing.
Yeah. Trading post. Awesome.
What's the damn hell? Yeah. You did right. No. All right, let's open the meeting, 7 o'clock. Is there any amendments or deletions to the agenda?
I have not, sir.
All right, then I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Is there any public comment? No. Approval of the minutes of the previous board meeting? All in favor? All right. Financial report, please.
As of April 30th, 2024, checking account. General fund, 1,102,125.24. The capital reserve, 665,1741. And then the building and land fund, 45,166. For a total access of 1,812,608.77. Current liabilities of 2,168.58. And income expenses for this time period, 163,326.69.
All right, we'll make a motion to approve the financial report as read. All in favor? Approval of the ordinance of this and to pay the bills. Do I have a motion? All in favor? Aye. Communications, none. Staff report, fire marshal.
Yes, for the month of April, there was one permit issued in the amount of $7,648. No fees were collected on that permit as of yet, and that was for the health.
And let's. Fire chief's report, please.
Yes, April 2024 finished with 106 calls for service, so it was a fairly, finally. Nothing too crazy. The crews did on Monday go, assist with the recovery of a deceased individual out of a creek, up in the Goldman area. So our crews did a good job taking care of, that issue. On the grant front, we do have some wonderful news. We did get notified that we received the Jefferson Foundation grant. So we'll be getting all new AEDs and CPR training mannequins and things like that. So that, coming down the pike, soon. It's kind of amazing. We went for this bid, what was that, back in like 12 years ago? 12 years ago. For all the same stuff was $8,000. This go around to get it all again. 35,000.
6-9 or something.
Yeah, 36. So that just shows you over the past 12 years what the price of everything is done. So, as long as you guys are good with it, we're gonna go out for bid because state law. So we'll go out for bid and hopefully get all that back by the next board meeting. So, the ARPA fund grant, it has been again released. Like we said, we put in for some of the remodeling stuff for down here. Have not heard anything back on that yet. So we'll see. COVID recovery funds, have not heard a thing back on that yet. Still working towards that as well. We have applied again with the AFG for the turnout gear. They should start awarding that when late this summer. I would say summer, August to September-ish. So, and we are still working on, and we did get submitted, I believe, funding for some of the new firehouse. So it's a grant through the federal government. We kind of talked about it last month a little bit. There's some appropriation funding available on the federal level for at least some portions of some stuff, specifically an emergency operations center, which would be handling an incident in an area like we did today. So a large scale incident comes through the town. So we'll see if we get awarded anything for that. Probably won't know until
It's a 25 appropriations.
yeah. So we got a while until we know about that. So I'll go from there. See, free money, figured why not give it a whirl. The remodel is complete. A big thanks to everybody that pitched in. We really appreciate all the help. There are a few little minor caulking things and things like that, but it was great. They did a great job getting the building ready for the open house. So we appreciate everything you guys did with that. Thank you. Still continuing the process on Lexipol with the policy rewrite. We'll be done with that this summer. Still working on the stoplight issue. I did attend a meeting. I think it was either last week or the week before with the TrailNet people and discussed what the grant is going to look like. There's going to be a crosswalk at Leon Hall and 21. They also want to put a new crosswalk down here closer to the farm to get the kids across the street down there and hopefully incorporate our current stoplight into that. But here's a downside, 27-ish. 2027-ish is the time frame we're looking for that. That's tapping some funds from TrailNet and then some money from East West Gateway as well too. It's called a TAP fund grant.
Operation. Wow.
It is kind of sort of. It will go red when you hit the button. It's just not flashing properly when it's not activated yellow. But it will activate when you press it. So we'll limp it along for now, and if we need to try to get something minor done to it, we'll call the Rheingold Electric back down. So The station alerting system is, I would say 90%, 80% done. The major install is done. All the new speakers are in. It's working again and activating when we get a call, which is a good thing for sure. They still have to tie in the scanner. And then the final kind of piece to all of that will be when Jeffco 911 gets their new alerting system on their end. It'll tie into ours and add even more functionality than what we currently have now. So it come along nice. So been lots of good stuff. Running around here for sure. The move of the IT closet is complete. Everything is in there if you'd like to take a peek. So we kind of got a little kind of open it up a bit. We don't have a big old black cabinet sticking out there anymore. So it worked out pretty nice. So thanks everybody again for the open house. I thought it was a huge success and a very nice event. Everybody came together. Good, thank you guys. State Fire Marshal did a great job. All the retired guys coming back. It was pretty cool to see everybody. So it was a good event for sure. They're still working on drone training, excuse me, and getting people trained to the pilot level and all of that. So we did get an update on 6523 just today. The pump is supposed to be shipped next week. And if that is the case, we are looking at a June delivery date for the truck. Hopefully, maybe possibly. So we'll see. We are set to close on the transaction between the fire district and the school district on or before the 15th of May. So we'll keep you guys in the loop. But we've got clearance to close from those world titles. So really the ball's in the school's court now. I'm waiting on John Lindhorst, their signer guy, to get everything set up. So we're there though. And we're gonna start working with Steve Bacon soon on the contract that we approved with him earlier to start working towards a future plan for the rest of the facilities. Crews have obviously been training on multiple topics. Training Academy next week, forcible entry. They've been out on the river this week with the boats. Not today, obviously, but well, today's young. They may still be out there on the boats, just not trained. So, lots of PR events going on. Working on a CERT class with the school for the summer, and we're kicking into full PR gear with Hillsborough Days and the radio.
No children then? All right. Old business, none. New business, the health insurance renewal.
Yeah, so we, as I kind of put in the agenda item description, me, Mitch, and Julie initially met with a company called ECC HIC. Long story short, they tried to, they were going to get our information. They had to take a product called Form File, which is how we get quotes for our insurance. It's a paper form that has to be assigned and reassigned based on who your broker is. So when they requested to file that, to quote us, our current broker saw that and called. He just said, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Obviously, he wants to keep the business. He goes, but look on CaseNet. So I looked up this guy on CaseNet, and Julie can attest to this. I think Mitch maybe saw it too. He doesn't have 11 lawsuits against him. He has 11 web pages worth of CaseNet lawsuits against him. So hope you don't mind, but I kind of made the executive decision that's probably not a very good road to go down with somebody like that. And we're talking fire districts and fire departments and cities that have sued him in judgments. We're not talking about small judgments. We're talking about $50,000+ judgments. So I'm like, this guy's not right. So we did away with that. Reached out to the unions plan, the 2665 as well too, which is brokered by Assured Partners out of St. Louis. And long story short, with some administrative changes within their group, they're not taking any new groups until next summer. So we're back to the renewal with Anthem, our current carrier. I recommend us sticking with this at this point in time. It's a 10.9% increase over last year, but what do you do? The last thing I ever want to do is decrease these guys' benefits and have to do anything. It's decent health coverage. Pretty decent rates for where we're at. So my recommendation is
Make a motion to renew. All in favor? All right, tell me bid offer.
next to your board packet. I had a conversation with Jamie Ryan, who is Chuck Tully's stepson, runs bail bonds over there because Chuck's off fishing. He was interested and asked if we saw a hood over here at Casey's. Came and looked at it, made an offer. The offer is for the hood for the kitchen system. He offered us $1,250. And he wanted there's a 3-bay like kitchen style sink, health department approved sink
Mhm.
in there that he wanted as well too. That includes him coming in and doing the work himself to take everything out of, not him, but his, I always forget his guy's name that works with, is it Steve that works with him all the time? To come in and take that down. So wanted to throw that out there to you guys and see what you thought.
I have no idea what that would be worth. And we
So-
don't need it.
I asked the guy, this Steve guy, I go, you go up to Sessions and buy a used kitchen. He goes, look like this, probably 2,500, 3,000. He goes, but guess what they do when I get up there? He goes, there's 12 guys that come out, pick it up and put it on a trailer for me and off I go, pay that price. I go, okay, good point. It's all gonna be different moved around. It's the hood, yeah.
I don't have a problem.
It saves us from having to
Yeah.
find someone else. Yeah, yeah, they're gonna come all along.
All right, well,
What they wanna do is they wanna use it.
concert.
What are they gonna do with that bill?
That's still up there. There's a lot of issues. A lot of issues.
That night good?
It's-
Oh, motion on that.
Yes. On favor. And you said you had some flooding.
We have kicked the can down the road with this back wall leaking. So we gotta do something. I don't know what. We're gonna have to get somebody in here to start looking at it and figuring out what we need to do. We did initially talk to Josh Boyer, his nephew who runs Boyer Contracting now. He said we had to dig down and I guess water seal the foundation there, put in drain tile and fix the asphalt.
Concrete soil.
Concrete. Yeah, yeah, some sort of a swale.
You want to see how big it is to solve them all, so.
It's, we're gonna have,
And the humidifier on my desk right now, it's so much.
Days and that.
It's still
The big way, I mean, from day one.
I don't, here's what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get sick from mold.
Yeah.
We're gonna be honest, we can't have that. So
Whoever it is, it's all make it.
yeah, we gotta, I think it's gonna be a big project. I think, I know, I think we're talking. And this may be a tad high. I think you're talking 70 to 100,000 to get this. I really do. I hate to do that and I hate to say that, but
You're gonna stay here though.
yeah, we gotta get it fixed before somebody gets sick. I mean, that's the main thing. So two ways we're gonna, I'd like to get a couple of bids to see what people think. And what I don't want to see happen is, well, let's just put in a concrete swale and see what happens. We gotta get to the root of the problem.
It needs to go down, whatever cracks that are already. Or
Whatever
the
they
energy,
need.
and then it all needs to be. Coated and then now we'll make it up. The sheets, it's got that, what's it, stuff with the pond, then right.
I mean,
know.
seal up on powder.
Oh.
So now you see on commercial applications, like, look like sheets of cardboard, they'll tar all the out there. And that just kind of gels up, you know.
Yeah. And then obviously, once you stop the leak, all this carpet crap's gonna have to be ripped out.
Maybe even some drywall.
Maybe even some drywall for some remediation.
Right. So to get in the wall.
We'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens, but we kind of added that into the ARPA grant,
Right.
but I mean, how long can we kick this down the road waiting on money that may not ever come?
Other thing that they can do is, they dig that all the way around, and they dig that face this way, they can put the drain
Yeah.
all along there and come out and pop it out. Here, you know. Which would be huge. Because there's no footing there, there's nothing for the retaining wall. Right. And not meant.
And I think back in the vault, and maybe even back here, I don't know, back in the vault, for sure, is hydraulic pressure, I think, coming up
Right.
from underneath.
Could be.
But that could solve that if they,
Right. If that's the case, then they.
it could be. It's gotta be somebody smarter than me to figure it out though, unfortunately. So,
We'll do what you gotta do, and then
well, we'll start researching. I'm not gonna do anything. I'll let
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
know. That, 'cause it's gonna be a mess. Unfortunately, but it's got, I can't kick it down the road anymore.
anything else before the board? They're gonna, yeah, adjourn. All in favor? Aye.
Could you, is that what you need to sign now?
Yeah.
Could you pass the bank statements down there? And then I have checks if you don't sign this.
Well. These were all good. Don't know what they are. Yeah. Do what? It's, well, yeah, you, except, football, maybe. I know, I appreciate all of it.